All right, we're here today. We're gonna do this big, about 90-foot maple. It's rotten at the bottom. It's growing basically on the side of a cliff, and it's leaning on a 45 over the house. Let's see how she goes. All right, here we go again. We got another fairly sketchy tree. It's basically growing on the side of a cliff, and it's all rotten at the base. It's got basically attached to another piece that's shooting backside. So every time it's windy, the two want to split open. So the one coming house side, unfortunately, we're gonna have to get rid of. It should be pretty cool once I get up there. It's gonna be like easily over 100 feet, about like the 120-foot mark. Let's see how she goes. Comment ça va, mon Tim?
Très bien, merci.
Ah, let's go, let's go. If this thing comes off the mountainside here, there's gonna cause some mega damage. So we're gonna go up and preventatively take care of him. I'm pretty much locked and loaded. You ready, buddy?
Yeah, man.
Let's do it. All right.
Take your time.
It's been pouring rain all night, so everything is soaking wet. We just got hit with a bit of rain too, so we just went and sat in the truck, but I think this is our window to rock out here, so here we go. There's another tree down there to go climb too that's all wonky patonky, but we'll get this big boy out of the way. When you're climbing the next day after a rain, it's always pretty slippery, so this is nice bark, so it's not as slippery as climbing, say, like a beach or something like that that's all slick and slimy. Still been trying to catch my breath the past couple weeks. It's been a bit hard. My breathing's been really off, but I'm fighting through. We're gonna get her done. Anytime you're climbing on the side of a mountain like this, the elevation seems so much higher as soon as you get up, because you're looking down, you got like another like 30-40 feet of elevation. And Murphy's Law, obviously, it's not windy at all. And then you get up in the tree and then the wind rolls in. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Hey? No. And get a buck line in each one of these crotches here for stability. Wow. So I'm not sure how high up in these two things I'm gonna have to get. I'll start by getting my feet up in this Y here, and then I'll have a peek at what's going on. I could probably just send both these big ass heads just flying down. This tree's pretty much matured out, I'd say. So I don't feel too bad about taking it down. It's pretty sketchy. Okay, gonna send this branch down. Yeah, just like that little branch, eh? Higher you go, smaller to the top. Still some pretty big tops. So we go up a little bit more, maybe a little bit less shock on the tree. I get up onto this guy here and then see what she's saying. I get nice and cozy right here, maybe. Ooh, we're all up in it now. I think I'm gonna go up even more. I think this is where I'm gonna be taking the head off this one, Tim. Just notching this thing here to go down like this, kind of sideways.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. Here comes the sun. Yeah, like, I think weight-wise, it just wants to go straight down here.
Yeah.
Maybe I just send it down in there. Yeah, I think I like that better. And I think I'm gonna just send this double header right down. It's gonna be pretty wild. Or actually, I could probably from here notch this guy down first, and then the other guy. Might be a bit smarter, but we're kind of good and cozy right now. Yeah, you can hear the wind rolling in. Here it comes. Yee! Ah, come on, man. Come on now, meow. Never super fantastic when you know the tree's all rotten at the bottom and you're up this high and then you can just see the tree start moving. So shitty. Ugh. Oh, here comes the wind again. Ay, ay. Okay, well, as soon as this wind stops, I gotta pop this head off. Okay, here it comes. That thing went flying by. All right, so we can expect these things to make it pretty far down. That was cool. Okay, I'm gonna cut a couple branches off of here. I think I'm gonna reach over and notch this guy off, Tim. Okay, this thing might go flying pretty far. Okay, just gonna wait for the wind to die down so it doesn't like take the top too far. No, I'm gonna send it down there. It wants to go basically kind of like in between the clothesline and that other tree. Just because of the angle, I'm gonna unclip my saw from my harness. It was looking like one of those angles where like it gets like the chain pinchy and then if your saw wants to go with the top, so I unclipped just in case. And if ever my saw was gonna go, I was gonna just let go of it. So this one here, Tim, I think I'll throw a little rope and then I'll get you to go down. I'm gonna notch it down a little bit lower, but it's got like a weird kind of wonk to it that I don't like, so. All right, so now I'm gonna get down where I can get my feet cozy. Oh yeah, right there, that feels good. Basically just notch this guy coming in here. That's where it wants to go. With the rope in it, Tim will just make sure it goes there because sometimes it'll just catch maybe like the tips from that back maple, and then you don't wanna have this thing kind of like rest on its hinge and then you gotta cut it off and you get a big ass shake. It'll just be a nice clean pull. We want to go more like down where that log is, but like even if you're there, that's okay. Like if you want to walk it like on this side of that little tree and then be on the other side of that log, you'll be safe. Okay? Yeah, man. Pretty damn sweet. This tree is so wet, full of water. Stop, stop, stop. I was thinking like the bigger the pieces, the less chance they have of making it the whole way down. All right, let's see what this says. Oh. Stay, 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 ball. Just gonna do these two other pieces and then basically just rig this thing for the one piece takedown. We're gonna put it just right down in there. And then if it wants to roll down, it's just gonna catch all those trees. Way better than sending massive pieces down and then like they can just roll all the way down the hill and smoke his little shed or. Yeah, now we're just gonna get out of here and we're just gonna send it one shot, and that will be tree number one. Pretty happy the wind didn't keep up the way it was rolling in. I thought it was gonna maybe be the start. They were saying 45km/h winds. Usually around like 35 is like pretty uncomfortable. So 45 you don't really want to be climbing, but they're usually wrong. Hey, wait. Another little slack.
Nice job, man. Rock and roll.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to do it up here.
Yeah, okay.
Above that wound. The come along would be nice because then we can leave a nice fat hinge and then we'll just let the come along pull it over. Like basically, I think like just right down in here, like you see where that rock is, so that we don't hit the rock and it kind of just gets pinned between the rock in there.
Okay.
I think that'll be the perfect spot. We got Timmy Jingle over here, setting up the come along.
Yeah, so it's
Warned me about this crazy mud pit here under these leaves. It's all just crazy slippery mud. Oh man, that's juicy. Yeah. That's good. Man, this stuff is bad. Oh, you got the special twiggy. Let's go. So when we're doing knots like this to hook to the come along, Tim loves putting a stick in between the knot here. Just so it makes it a lot easier to get the knot out after. Because when you don't put a stick in here, the knot gets really tight and then...
I don't know any fancy knots.
Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of different knots that we can use, but realistically, they all get super tight on the come along anyway.
Yeah.
So the stick is kind of Tim's little trademark.
Okay, get the band. Put some tension on this girl.
Yeah, we'll get her to fall like right in between that rock and that stump, and then that little birch will keep it up from rolling down. Or it's gonna be so heavy that it's just gonna bulldoze every single tree. All right. So we're gonna be notching not in this stuff. You always wanna try and find like a spot where you know the tree is gonna have some good living wood and your hinge is gonna be solid the whole straight through. I'll just start doing my notch, okay? I think it should just fell right in this little nook here, eh? It's just because I can't get my saw in because of this tree, so I'm gonna have to reach up from like the lower side. I left it really fat on this side because it kind of wants to go downhill. Are you gonna be ready on that tail? Or you want me to come with you? Because it really does want to go downhill. So I think that fat hinge on this side will give it a bit of strength. I can come crank with you if you want.
It's okay, I'm going slow on purpose.
That's a really fat hinge that I left, but I'd much rather have it committed and have poor Tim do all the work over there. Okay. It's gonna start coming now. But because there's so much weight going downhill, you wanna leave a bigger hinge. So far, so good. Still coming. It looks like it kinda wants to go downhill a bit though, eh?
Yeah, okay. I don't think I'll have much leverage on the rope, but...
Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna go right on us a bit. Is there any way to pull that way with the tail? No way. Okay, so let's just wait. I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna grab the tail. There's so much weight going the other way. Okay, yeah. We just wanna try and help this thing. I think it's still gonna go down. Give it a shot. Yeah, nice. I think it just needed that just a little bit more of a sweet, man. Fell perfect spot. Yeah, so that's right where we wanted to land it. Beauty. So now we're going up this wonky patonky guy, leading right towards the house. What do we got going on in here? Yeah, it's basically hollow. And there's just so much friggin' weight going house side here. So all these trees, they're all coming down. They're all like pretty old. It's the circle of life. See what kind of action we get once we get up there. It's got quite the lean. Maybe I should tighten up my spurs for this one. The wind picked up pretty good when I was up in that other tree. So I'm hoping that these wind gusts give me a little bit of a break. If it can just hold off while I go up and get the heads off this thing would be fantastic. Yeah, have a look at this tree. Look at this craziness. It gives you a respect for how strong wood is, like how that elbow down there is still hanging on, and it's hollow too. It's just super hardcore. But knock on wood, obviously. I'll break while I'm in it, but let's go see what's up. This wood is really hard, so you really got to get your spurs into it. Plus the tree's really wet, so if you're going for a move like that, you really got to make sure your spurs in good, because you're committing to getting up into this thing. So you definitely don't want to have a D-spur when you're trying to raise your other leg up a good couple feet. Well, from here, I'll be able to just pop these heads off. I think I might just get a buck line into here for stability, and then I'll need to turn around so I can work in that other limb. Holy, the funkiness. So now we gotta pull one of these. Yeah, this thing's gonna be crazy. And then rope this guy and pull it this way. And now the wind's coming, and now this tree's just moving around like a mother. Like a mother. Oh, I can't believe I got that first shot. And get this guy roped up in here. We're gonna try to get it, because right now it wants to just lean into that other branch, and you don't want any of those branches snagging up. So we'll get Tim down in there, and then I'll notch this top right here, and then see if we can just try to pull it away from the... I'm just wondering, well, like, you'll have to be kind of in there, sort of like, whatever your perspective is from down there, like, let's go with that.
It's just there's an opening here.
Yeah. What do you think about that? Just a notch right here. Here comes the rain, because the rain don't mind, and the rain don't care. Oh, that sucks. And here comes the wind, and here comes the rain. What a wicked tree, man. Pretty gnarly from up here looking down at that wonk. It's like, what the hell? That's it, I quit. I'm done. I already know what I want to be. I want to be a professional napper. Maybe I can reach that other one. I'm gonna try. This guy I can definitely just send, but I'm just gonna keep for stability. Like, if I just get the rope right here, Tim, and I notch this thing like down here, we gotta get out of this tree soon, because there's definitely weather rolling in, which really blows. You can just see it, like all the rain coming. It's almost like turning to snow. It's weird. And get the hell out of this thing. Here comes the rain. Yeah, when you look down, the base of the tree is probably like a good 15 feet over to where I am right now. There we go. Yeah, I knew that rain was gonna hit soon. I could see it just like over the mountain over there coming. So yeah, we don't have the rope very high up, so we don't have the greatest leverage. What's your tension tug saying? I think we're good. There she goes. Woo! Whew. This guy here, I think will just go on its own. I'm just gonna send it, Tim. Wind's trying to blow it back. There it goes. Yeah, the wind almost took that one backside. Good job, les buddies. Okay, gonna send down a piece. I just felt the tree do something really weird. Oh yeah, like I was just doing my over under here and I felt like a huge pop in the base of the tree. It looks like there's it kind of looks like it cracked there, like on this side. Right there, what's that? Oh, it's just the piece of wood hit that?
And it's stuck in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just weird. I felt like a really like big pop in the tree. I felt it in my feet. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to hurry up and get out of here. Splat. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. Yeah, so we battled through some wind and rain, but we got her done. Another very happy customer. And of course, now that I'm out of the tree, the sun's out. So it's Friday, we're done. Catch you guys later.